Yo guys, Roachy TV here and welcome back to another play review on the channel. In today's review, we're going to be doing baby icon Emilio Butragueno. Now you guys might be wondering, Pat, why are you reviewing an icon? Well, pretty much out of my Division Rival Awards, I was lucky enough to pack this guy. Roll the clip.
Alright, pack number 2. We've got the backwards glasses on, so this has got to give us some luck. Plus the lucky dog. Oh, I told you! Oh my god, icon! What the hell? Oh my god! Oh my god!
So yeah, pretty funny reaction if I can say so myself. But either way, Emilio Butragueno is 5'6", medium work rates. He's got a right foot, 5-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. In the 4 games he played for me, he managed to get me 3 goals and 3 assists. Into his in-game stats, his key in-game stats for me was 90 acceleration, 91 finishing, 88 agility, 81 vision, 87 reactions, and 84 shot power. I used him in 2 different teams, one in a 4-3-2-1 and one in a 4-4-2, just because I wanted to try him in a 1-striker formation and a 2-striker formation. So there's the reasoning behind that, guys. Let's get into the gameplay and the pros and cons. Into the gameplay and pros and cons with his baby icon, Emilio Butragueno. Starting off with his first pro, of course, being his acceleration. He has got that acceleration stat of 90, which was boosted, of course, by me putting the Hawk Chem style on him. Of course, he's very quick at getting away from plays. He's not the biggest of guys, so it is very important that he does have that acceleration. Luckily, he does, and yeah, he's very good at just that quick burst, getting away from plays, and it does help him create more chances for your attack. On to his next pro for me, that was, of course, his agility. He is very agile, I believe 88 agility, so that acceleration and agility works hand in hand. He does create a lot of fouls for your team, and again, he's just very good at running away from players. And yeah, bringing the ball forward. Of course, he has got that low strength stat, which we will talk later in the video, but the acceleration and agility works very well together, and he is very quick on the ball and does feel very quick on the ball. On to his next pro for me, and that was his curve. Now this guy, I was a little bit apprehensive at first because he doesn't have the highest curve stats. I believe it's like 79, probably was boosted by the Hawk Chem style, but this guy's finesse shots are amazing, guys. Finesse long shots, definitely. Back on Butragueno from deep, he has got, he curves the ball very well. And he, of course, his shooting stats overall are absolutely amazing. And his corners as well. I managed to get 2 assists off corners with Emilio Butragueno. And you could just see from the corners, his curve was absolutely phenomenal. So do not be afraid to put this guy on a corner because he's not the tallest. In fact, he's very short actually. So he's not going to win the header. So yeah, I highly suggest that putting this guy on corners would be a good idea because he does have very good curve in my opinion. On to his next pro for me, and that was his shot power. 87 shot power, which was boosted by 10, I'm pretty sure, by the Hawk Chem style. Very powerful shot, as you could see on the screen right now. Long shots, if you do find yourself in a situation where you feel like you can't run through the whole team, just take a long shot with Butragueno, and worst case scenario, most of the time, you are going to get at least a corner kick. His passing for me, guys, was actually very good. He doesn't have the highest passing stat, but let me tell you, his passing was absolutely amazing. Short passing and vision is quite decent. But yeah, just doing through balls and stuff like that is what Emilio Butragueno does very well. So passing, definitely an underrated stat, but he can pass the ball very well and distribute it across the attack. And of course, onto his final pro, a fairly straightforward one. He does have the 5-star weak foot. And that's going to help him a lot, guys. Seriously, you can feel comfortable passing on either foot. He did have one situation where on his weak foot, well, I say weak foot, it's a 5-star weak foot, but he did absolutely just sky it into the crowd. But either way, guys, most of the time, his weak foot was very beneficial to me, and yeah, it's good. It's always good, especially on attackers, to have that 5-star weak foot because you can feel comfortable shooting on either foot. Now, onto his 2 pros for me, of course, his first pro. Pretty straightforward. That's of course his strength. He does have 61 strength. He is very short, and of course he's going to be very weak. So if a man's getting close to you guys, I highly suggest just get the ball off Butragueno's feet. He's good at getting away from players, but as soon as he goes shoulder to shoulder with a guy, he's going to be on the ground like a bag of shit. So seriously, just strength, definitely a big con. Even the Hawk Chem style didn't do much at all. I would suggest just not boosting his physical at all, because even if you do a little bit, it's not going to make much the difference because he is very short as well. And on to his final negative for me, a little bit of an interesting one. He does have medium work rates, and that scared me a little bit at the start. Of course, I did use him in 2 different formations. One was a 4-4-2 and one was a 4-3-2-1. I wanted to test him in a 1-striker formation, and I wanted to test him in a 2-striker formation. In the 1-striker formation, I found that with the medium work rates, he got quite lost sometimes in positioning. He got a little bit more further back in defense, and of course, making that transition into attack, he was a little bit slower, and you had to wait for Butragueno. So, in my opinion, if you are using this Butragueno card, personally, I would use him in a 2-striker formation, for example, 4-4-2. 4-4-2 isn't the best formation, though, in my opinion, so it's up to you. Now, let's get into the overall summary, overall rating, and the value for coins. Into the overall rating and value for coins for baby icon Emilio Butragueno, I'm going to be giving him a solid 8.5 out of 10. Definitely a very fun icon to use, but it does come with a harsh cost, guys, of 850k. Hence the reason for me giving him a value for coins of a 6 out of 10. You can get a lot better players for a lot cheaper prices. If you are considering getting this guy for your team, I would suggest not to, because you can get a lot better attackers for a lot cheaper prices. But if you really do want to get this guy, a few things to watch out for. Obviously, his strength. He isn't the strongest of guys, so I would not put a Hawkcam style on him. There's practically no point boosting that physical stat. I'd put either a hunter, a deadeye, or a sniper on him. And his positioning in 1-striker formations, guys, he did get a little bit lost. He didn't push as far forward in 1-striker formations. He did find himself a little bit lost and playing more of a false 9 position. So I would play him in a 2-striker formation just so he can work together with another striker, preferably who's a little bit taller and a little bit stronger than him. But overall, very fun icon to use. 3-star skill moves personally didn't bother me, guys. You can see his detailed stats in the bottom right corner. Thank you guys for watching the review. Please smash the like button, subscribe, do that stuff if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.